Good morning. It is still morning. Yeah, barely. It's like 11:30 or something. Kaiwaza with you. How you guys doing? Oh, sorry. I'm all crusty. I'm not really quite, I guess I'm awake. I haven't really quite gotten it together yet. I thought I might do videos that are just like visits, just sitting here talking about whatever is or isn't going on in my life, like coffee chats. I think I was calling it Flaneur pondering videos when I rarely did them. I kind of like that term, but I don't know if I should use that term for these videos. I mean, I don't know. A flaneur is like a person that kind of wanders around the edges of society. They're the person that you see sitting at the coffee shops, various places around town, sort of observing things and taking in things, but not being super participatory. But they sort of are there. I feel that way. Yeah. Anyway, maybe that's a good name. I don't know. What do you think? What should I call these kind of videos? I feel like they need to have a title. Coffee with Kaiwaza. I don't know. Well, it's not going to always be coffee. It's just kind of, actually, what's inspiring this is I have done a few videos like this, but somebody that I has started a YouTube channel. It was quite a popular TikTok person. Started a YouTube channel, and he just is talking like this quite a bit. And I really enjoyed that. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. So it's kind of a little chat. So yeah, let's chat. I look terrible right now. This is raw, man. I'm sitting in, okay, so today, what is it? Today is Monday. And today, red letter day, I mean, not really, but I get a furniture delivery. So I think I've mentioned I went furniture shopping. Didn't get completely everything that I need. One piece of furniture I still want that I wasn't able to find, but I'm getting today a delivery of two really beautiful chairs for the bar, for the kitchen island, so we can like sit at the bar and eat or work on the laptop or whatever. And then I'm getting a long cabinet that's going to go next to that kitchen island. Well, it's kitchen and living room, so it's going to go next to that island for storage because I need more. I'm going to put my candles in that. Maybe I should do a candle collection video while I'm doing that and just show you actually my entire collection. It's not like it's that huge. Anyway, that's coming sometime between 2 and 5 today, so I am very excited about that. I really like what I got. It's Balinese or Indonesian furniture from the store Baliaga. It was not a frugal purchase. Let's just put it that way. It was not frugal, but it had to be done. And I'm looking forward to it being here and sort of finishing unpacking as much as it's going to be finished, I think, for the time being. So I'll give you maybe a little apartment tour after I put the artwork up sometime this week. I'll put some artwork up. I don't have as much as I did, though. That's something else I'll keep an eye on, some artwork. I like thrift store artwork or weird sort of Hawaiian kitschy stuff, and I'll just have to keep an eye out because I did lose some of it in the flood that was in the closet. Some of them was in boxes in the closet that got ruined and molded and whatever in that flood. But I still have quite a bit. Maybe I don't even need to get more. I'll have to really start putting things up and assess the situation art-wise, using the term art very loosely. I'm in front of this bookshelf that I thought was going to hold all of my Polynesian and Hawaiian books together. I had the idea while I was moving to like put things in categories, right? Because they were just books wherever. And now I thought, well, let me separate them out and do my Hawaiian and Polynesian books all together, my fiction all together, my nonfiction all together. Well, that didn't last, but I did do the Hawaiian all together. But I thought it would all fit in this shelf, but it doesn't. It completely filled up this shelf. It kind of went over into this, really see this rack over here has all, and then there's another bookshelf in my bedroom that is the bottom fourth of it, I would say, is, or quarter of it, is Hawaiian and Polynesian books. But then the rest, I was like, okay, no, this is not working. I tried to separate it, fiction and nonfiction, and it was just annoying me like crazy. And so I didn't do that. I have a lot of books, way too many books. Let me show you this, for example. This shelf right here, that's a nice long bookshelf, is actually like double shelved all the way down. And I have another bookshelf that's the same way. It's actually triple shelved in there. Not good, right? Too many books. I just finished digitizing some music. This is what I do every morning. This is my regular morning routine if I'm not working. As I get up and make the bed. I'm one of those people that makes the bed right away. Are you? I don't know. It's not that it really bothers me to have an unmade bed, but I would prefer it because I do lay on the bed or the futon during the course of the day also. So I like to have it made up. That's the first thing I do while the coffee's brewing. And then I get up, have coffee, write in my diary, which I've kept a diary for years and years, and been sort of spotty with it the past several years. And today, I can't find my diary. I don't know where it is. So I didn't write in it. I wrote a letter instead to a friend of mine, so that was good. But I have coffee and I digitize a couple of records, either Hawaiian records, which I don't get new ones that much anymore, or easy listing records, which I have thousands of them piled around. And I do a couple of those. So I digitize music and have coffee and write in my diary while I'm coming into the world. That's my regular morning routine. What's yours? What do you do in the morning, every morning? When I work, sometimes, depending on the day, but sometimes if it's opening and I have to be there at like 5:30 a.m., I used to always like wake up super early then, and I would make coffee and have oatmeal, because that's a good start. And that was good when I did that, but you know what? I don't do that anymore. I find like I just don't want to get up that early. So I tend to like have my clothes ready, wake up closer to when I need to be at the bus stop. Just get dressed, throw some water on my face and go. And I'm not with it. And then when I get to work, have espresso while I'm getting the shop ready to open and kind of come to that way and wake up. That's kind of what I've been doing. It's not the best. I think it's probably is better to wake up early but I'd have to be up at like 4 at the latest to really do that. And sometimes I just don't go to bed that early, so that's where we are. So I don't know where my diary is. And the house is not chaos. I'm not the most organized person in the world, but it's not chaotic in here, and I have no idea what's happened to my diary at all. This weekend was the Honolulu Festival. That's kind of a big deal. I think this was the first year back since COVID, was it? They didn't have it, maybe not. I don't know. They didn't have it for a couple of years, but it was back big time this year. And they just have. Oh, is this my diary? Wait a minute. No, it's not. Okay. They have. It's run by Japanese, some kind of Japanese cultural thing or whatever, but they have a lot of groups that come and perform from Japan and from other places, all different kinds of performances, singing, dancing, hula troops, different kinds of ethnic dancing and ethnic dance groups. And it's a cool thing. So for a couple of days over the weekend at the convention center, mostly also at Ala Moana, and they have a stage in Waikiki also. They have performances by different groups all week. It's kind of cool to go. And then they have a big parade on Sunday and huge fireworks Sunday night. Huge fireworks, like the biggest firework display of the year. And I used to like really do all that kind of stuff a lot, but I just find lately sometimes I'm not as quite as interested in doing all of that. I don't know. I mean, like I like to go for a little while. This year, Saturday, after work, I went to the convention center, like an hour and watch some of the performances. I was gonna eat, but they have a lot of food, different kinds of Japanese foods and Asian foods, which I love. But you had to buy scripts. I don't think they'd done that before to get the food, and it was sort of like this third step or extra additional step that was just kind of like, because it's super crowded, which I don't like. I don't like really, really crowded situations. It was super crowded. And yeah, so I didn't eat anything. I just watched some of the show and then I went home and ate. The parade was yesterday, which I watched part of. I've become not a parade person. Like, I used to enjoy watching parades, but I just find now I really don't. Like, yeah. And I watched part of it. I was watching it too because of the Miss Hawaii USA contestants, the Miss Hawaii Teen USA contestants, and the reigning title holders were in the parade this year. They don't always do it, but they were having one of their orientation weekends this weekend. So the contestants were all in town and they signed them up to march in the parade, which was cool. And I just kind of wanted to see them. As you know or may not know, I was on the Miss Hawaii USA committee for 20 years, just retired from it this year to step back. Nothing wrong, I'm just like tired of doing it. And although I love the pageant, follow the pageant, want to go to the pageant, but I just kind of don't want to work on it anymore so much, the long weekends and working on everybody's interviews with them and blah, 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 blah. It's kind of, I don't want to do it. But I saw them. A couple people recognized me. So some of the girls that had run before just waving from the sidelines. That was kind of funny. Yeah. And then I left. Like, I stayed for about half an hour of the parade. I think it goes forever. Kind of forgot. I was intending to walk back to the beach for the fireworks at 8:30, but I forgot to do it. I forgot to go back, and I was lying in bed listening to music when I thought of it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like only 2 minutes before it's probably gonna start, and it started, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I won't see the big fireworks show this year. That's okay. I think that's all that's happening. I mean, these kind of videos are sort of boring, but if you like just chit chat, I do kind of like chit chat. Forever, my mother and my aunt, sisters, they were sisters, used to have breakfast together. And I grew up with this every single morning except Sunday morning when they all went to church. Every other morning, my mom and my aunt had breakfast together. Sometimes my uncles would come, sometimes not, usually not. Just my mom and my aunt would sit there for a couple of hours. I mean, have breakfast, coffee, and just sit there at the table and chit chat for a couple hours. And like, oh, and you know, like, oh, we're gonna go to town later. We'll give you a call if you want to come with or whatever. I loved that. I grew up with that, and when I would go back to visit when I was in college, it was just something I don't know. I really loved that. I really loved that, and yeah. So in a way, these kind of videos to me give me that feeling. It's kind of nice to watch some people's that do this kind of stuff because yeah, it's like you're just chit-chatting and just checking in. So here we are. So that's my check-in. I mean, I don't really have anything else going on, I think. Just looking forward to my furniture delivery today. And then I have the next several days off. This is Monday. I don't work again until Friday. Right now, my schedule's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It changes from time to time because I'm very flexible and it's like whoever else is working or what is going on with them. But it's not set, but it's kind of similar most of the time until it changes, until somebody new is hired and they have different availability, which is fine because I can work wherever. I mean, it's just 2-3 days a week. So all I want to work, that's it. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, so I'm off now. It's Monday. I don't work again until Friday. So yay me. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments. What's going on with you?